This is Valerie Van Boeven with the Senior Care Industry Netcast, where leaders with 3 or more years of experience in the senior care market share their advice. So let's get to it. In a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, I am Rena Yudkowsky. Thank you so much, Valerie. I am a geriatric social worker and memory coach. So I teach memory improvement courses online for midlifers and seniors. I usually define that as about 50 plus, age 50 plus. And really trying to help seniors age more confidently and keep their minds sharper for longer.
Mm-hmm. And are you nationwide or just local, or how do you do it?
So I am actually located in Israel, but thanks to Zoom and Corona, we can be anywhere. I can do memory coaching and teach my courses literally all over the world.
That's awesome. And you know what? We found that there really are no limitations and no boundaries at this point. So that's great. All right. What is the best thing about serving aging adults?
Okay, so I absolutely love seniors. It is like my passion. The best thing about serving them is that I feel like I can make such a difference in their quality of life by helping them improve their memory and also feel more confident that they can remember. And getting older is not an excuse for losing your memory, and it doesn't have to happen. So the best part is giving hope, empowerment, and I love seniors.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that helping someone work through a situation where, you know, they feel like maybe they're not as sharp as they used to be. I think we all have those moments, especially as we turn 50, where we think, oh my goodness, I am losing it.
Right.
I can't find my gaze. I know I put this here and it's disappeared. There's no way. You start thinking, phew. So I think that helping people get back that confidence that, you know, you really can improve your memory. It's a muscle, and
exactly
improve it by stimulating it and working with it every single day. So I love what you do.
Yeah.
I would imagine that in your career, in your adult lifetime, there have been leaders or organizations in your life that have really meant a lot to you or helped you further your entrepreneurial efforts. So who would you like to talk about?
Okay, so there have been a lot of wonderful people in my life that have helped me over the years. And that continue to. Like, I'm part of a couple different masterminds in terms of helping me develop my business. In terms of in the senior field, I'll just pick one organization and one leader here in Israel. I've been living in Israel for 22 years, working in the field, doing a lot of interesting things. So there's an organization called Milabev, and they have community clubs for the elderly in different languages. And some of them are specifically for people with memory issues and cognitive deficits. And when I first came to Israel, I started working with them. And I worked with two very special people, Leah Bromwitz, who at the time was heading Milabev, and she's also a geriatric social worker. And I worked with her in many capacities over the years. And she just really believed in me and really helped me, you know, when I came here, and it was a different country and a different language, and she really helped me a lot. And then the other person I worked with in that organization, her name is Bernie Schwartzinger. And I've worked with her, you know, on and off for 20 years. And she's older than me, and she's my mentor and colleague. And in fact, I just got finished doing a 3-part workshop with her. So these people have been very instrumental in helping me move forward, believe that I could do it, and really help me help a lot of people.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you have mentors and mastermind groups. I think everybody needs, at some different points in your life, you need someone to either show you how it's done or give you the confidence to keep moving forward. So mentors and masterminds are excellent. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing who's making an impact in your life. Let's talk about your marketing strategy. I know you've reached out to us and things have changed tremendously.
Yes.
We are still in moments of change here, and we probably will be for a while. So what do you do to get the word out about your services?
Okay, so when I started 2 years ago to put my stuff online, because I was doing this live, and then even before Corona hit, I decided I wanted to go online with this so that I could really be global and help a lot more people. But I knew nothing about digital marketing. I'm a social worker. So I learned a lot and I spoke to different people, and I actually hired a digital marketing coach to get me started. So I do a lot. I have a Facebook group that I moderate with 885 seniors from all over the world. And I post in there pretty much 5 days a week. I have a YouTube channel. I have an email list. I send emails for my courses and programs. But one of the really cool things that I love doing that, and then serves as a funnel for my other stuff, is webinars for senior groups around the world. So all these senior groups that were used to get together live are doing everything on Zoom, and they need programming, and they don't care where I'm located. I don't need to show up live. So I'll do these 1 time or 2 time or 3 time webinars for senior groups all over the world. And it's about memory, it's about focus and aging, and they love it. And they just, for them, it's great programming. For me, I love doing it. I have about 7 prepared webinars that I could do in my sleep, basically, because I've done them a lot. I love doing it. And for me, it's a way to reach a lot of people all over the world. And then I promote my own stuff. So I funnel them into my email list, my Facebook group, or my programs, whatever I'm launching at the time. So for me, I found that a very effective marketing strategy.
Very good. That is awesome. You've done a great job. I know.
Thank you.
We have a group that is international. I would say most people, most of these folks, and this is kind of almost by accident, most of the folks are in the United States, but we have people who join from all over the world, and it's an Alzheimer's and dementia support group, and they support each other. And I know there are many of these, and that there are hundreds of thousands of people in them. This one is growing so fast that I've had to ask somebody else to help me manage it, be the admin of it. I don't have to do a whole lot, but these folks need more professional answers sometimes. Yeah. And so I'd love to invite you to that. If you could just look around and say, I
would love to. And I'm happy to, I've run a lot of support groups in my life. I would love to.
They're doing a great job of supporting each other. And my role as admin, I mean, I do speak up and do encourage and do that, but my role as admin is more to keep the spam out than it is to, oh my God, and make sure I vet the people but we have 60 signups sometimes a day.
Wow.
And so it started out as just a little bitty small group, and all of a sudden it went nuts. Wow. So anyway, so those are the kinds of things where, it's, introducing yourself, and you've already got a group that does this, but there's 3,000 people in there now, and not everybody's active, but having a professional who understands memory loss, understands how to enhance memory, how to work with things like this be really nice. So
group. Is that a Facebook group, or it's a
Facebook group?
Okay.
Yeah, and there are people from all over the world in there.
Wow.
Norway, Sweden. I guess Facebook. I don't promote it, so I guess Facebook, promotes it because it's very active. So, I'm sure everybody's in a lot of other groups too, and they do a great job of encouraging each other and supporting each other. And and sometimes I can only read so much, and I'm like, oh.
I know.
It's so hard.
I know.
So, but someone like you would be fabulous. You already do so much online, and so great. So awesome. Well, thank you for sharing all your marketing strategies, because I think people forget how powerful it can be to do a webinar. And I know that in person is always nice. I get it.
Yeah.
But when someone can sit in their own living room on their laptop or their iPad and just relax, they don't have to worry about, getting in the car. Maybe it's cold, maybe it's hot, not have to do anything. They just have to sit there and enjoy, either listen or interact. It's really nice.
Yeah. Super convenient. It's just super convenient.
All right. What piece of advice would you give to other senior care providers out there, people who deal with seniors every day, and help them?
Okay. Really just to keep providing services for those people that are isolated and depressed, and understand the value of that. because I'm seeing with all my work, whether it's my webinars, my support groups, all the different things I do, there's a terrible need, a real need to help with isolation, brain stimulation, physical stimulation. These are the things that are going to keep people young, and we need to encourage and facilitate that. Unfortunately, COVID has been a disaster for everyone, but specifically for the seniors. Yeah. They are so isolated and so alone and very depressed. I'm coming across a lot of depression and anxiety, as I'm sure all the senior care professionals are. And we have a lot of work, and we need to really reach out to people and really offer those services that will help people with that quality of life piece, and with really combating the isolation and the depression and anxiety that unfortunately the last 2 years have brought our way.
Yeah, I would agree with you 100%. It's very isolating. It's scary for them. Yeah. And it is very depressing. So the more we can get out there, whether it's on a camera or in person, hopefully in person, and bring joy to someone's day. Mm-hmm. It's just the little things, even Meals on Wheels. Yeah. Is a joy. If that's the only person they see all day, or all week, it's a joy to have that small 10-minute visit. Yeah. So, yep, absolutely. Okay. Tell us, this is my last question. It's supposed to be the fun one. How do you like to celebrate? And I mean, maybe it's a birthday, maybe it's, just in the back of your mind, you really helped someone today, and you just know in your heart they feel much better than they did before they got on the phone with you or before that workshop. How do you celebrate?
Oh, that's such a good question, because sometimes I forget to, and that's funny because I'm a memory coach. I forget to stop and celebrate. And it's such a good point, because I have a lot of successes, and sometimes I just go on to the next thing, and I don't stop and say, Rena, you just made a really big difference in someone's life. You just really made someone feel better. You just really made someone believe in their abilities to remember better. And so how do I celebrate? Sometimes I just stop and say it. Sometimes I'll make a post on Facebook and say, I'm just really happy that I was able to do XYZ. Yep. Or that 3-part webinar really helped a lot of people all over the world. So, but it has to be conscious. I'm not always consciously celebrating. So thank you for reminding me to do that.
Yeah, I think as we are kind of all caregivers in this business in some regard. And I think we forget to celebrate ourselves and not in a look at me way, but just we forget to celebrate and just sit back a minute and say, what I'm doing is making a difference. Yes. And I'm so grateful for that. So that's always good. So thank you so much. And thank you for sharing with us. We will put all of your information with this video. So if folks want to reach out, follow you on Facebook, join your groups, learn more about where you're presenting, they will be able to find you.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.